Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Bibbidi Bobbidi Books. My name is Ellie and today I am so excited to be filming my Summerween TBR. So Summerween is literally just around the corner and I'm so excited for it, and yeah, I thought it would be fun to put up my TBR. I'm aware I'm a little bit late to the party with this one, but hopefully this will be enjoyable for you to watch, and if you are struggling to know what to pick up for Summerween this year, maybe this video will give you a little bit of inspiration. So Summerween is a readathon that has been put together by Gabby Reads and Olivia Reads a Latte. So I'll have their channels and more information and their announcement videos and everything down below so you can go and check it out. It runs from the 15th to the 21st of July. Now I myself am not going to actually be taking part in the readathon during that week just because I have so much on that week. I literally have my birthday on the 17th of July, I've got my graduation that week as well, and I've got family coming up, and it's just going to be really busy. So there's no way I'm going to be able to do a readathon on top of everything else that I already have planned. But what I'm thinking of doing is just pushing it back into August. So I'm still going to do all the prompts, I'm still going to fit it into a week, and it's still going to be loads of fun, but I'm just going to do it a little bit delayed. So I hope that's okay, but I will be vlogging it and filming it and everything, so keep an eye out for that video on my channel because I think it's going to be super cozy, and yeah, I'm really excited for it. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to jump straight in with the prompts and let you know what I will be picking up for Summerween this year. Okay, so the first prompt is read a book in the dark or at night. So for this prompt I wanted to choose something that was going to be quite quick because I don't want to be spending too long sat in the dark. So I wanted to choose something that I could sort of devour in one sitting and just make it into a really cozy evening one night. So I've gone for a graphic novel, and this is actually a graphic novel that I've had my eye on for a really long time, so I'm glad to have an excuse to finally pick it up, and that is Snowglass Apples by Neil Gaiman and illustrated by Colleen Doran. So this looks fantastic. This is a retelling of the fairy tale of Snow White, but it's a dark retelling. It's definitely adult and it's definitely creepy. So I think that sounds so fascinating, and the art that I've seen in this book looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really excited to give that a go, and I think it's going to be the perfect way to have a creepy evening for Summerween. I'm also trying to work my way slowly through all of Neil Gaiman's works, so this will be another book to tick off on my mission. So yeah, that will be really good. The second prompt is read a book with Halloween colours on the cover. Now for this one I think I'm going to choose Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher. So this book obviously has the gorgeous dark green cover, and it's also got the orange sort of detailing on there, and it's also got sort of illustrations of skulls and of autumn leaves and things. So I think it's perfect for this prompt, and this is a book that I've been wanting to pick up for a while. I feel like I've mentioned it a couple of times on this channel, so I don't want to spend too long on it now, but essentially it's a fantasy book. It's T. Kingfisher's most recent release, and it looks so fun. I think it's a standalone, and yeah, I'm just going to read you this synopsis because that'll probably give you a better idea of what the book's about than if I try and explain it myself. So it says, after years of seeing her sisters suffer at the hands of an abusive prince, Mara, the shy, convent-raised third-born daughter, has finally realised that no one is coming to their rescue, no one except Mara herself. Seeking help from a powerful grave witch, Mara is offered the tools to kill a prince if she can complete 3 impossible tasks. But as is the way in tales of princes, witches and daughters, the impossible is only the beginning. On her quest, Mara is joined by the Grave Witch, a reluctant fairy godmother, a strapping former knight, and a chicken possessed by a demon. Together, the 5 of them intend to be the hand that closes around the throat of the prince and frees Mara's family and their kingdom from its tyrannous ruler at last. How fun does that sound? I love the fact that we've got the 5 of them coming together. It sounds like a bit of a ragtag bunch, and I'm really intrigued by the fact that there is a chicken possessed as a demon as well. That sounds just like so fun. The next prompt is read a book with haunt in the title. So for this one I am going to choose The Haunting of Evelyn Jones by Phil Hicks, So this would actually be a reread for me because I read this one last autumn and I really enjoyed it. But I always think it's quite good to put a reread on your list if you're doing a readathon, because it just makes your life a little bit easier, because it will be quicker to get through because you're familiar with the story and everything. So yeah, I thought this would be the perfect one to choose. Obviously it's got haunt in the title, and this is just the perfect spooky read. This is actually a middle grade and it's not too long. It's also got some really lovely illustrations in it as well, which just adds to the kind of experience and the spookiness of this story. And I remember really loving this one and being surprised by how creepy it was considering it's a middle grade. So the back of this one says, Evelyn loves reading ghost stories, so a dreary half term becomes much more exciting when she discovers a spooky old book. Not only are the stories spine-tingling, but it belongs to a girl called Primrose Pemberthy who vanished mysteriously, never to be seen again. Intrigued, Evelyn decides to investigate Primrose's disappearance with some help from her new friend Harold. Now someone or something is stirring, and it is looking for Evelyn. I mean, if that doesn't get you, I don't know what will. Also, this one's got the most Halloweeny, autumny cover on it, so if you really want to get into the Halloween or Summerween spirit, then I would recommend this book. Okay, moving on to prompt number 4, which is read a slasher. Now, I haven't actually read many slasher books. In fact, I'm struggling to think of any slasher books that I've read. It's not really a genre that I tend to gravitate towards. I do enjoy watching a slasher movie, but yeah, I haven't really read many slasher books. But when I was sort of thinking about what to do for this readathon and I was researching books, I came across this one, which is called Kill River by Cameron Robrike. I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, please correct me in the comments. But this one looks so fun. So this is a slasher book that's set in the 80s, and it's basically about a bunch of teenagers who end up sneaking off from summer camp and they find this abandoned water park, and that is where the slasher sort of book takes place, which is so fun. Perfect for Summerween as well, because obviously it takes place during the summer and it's in a water park and everything, and it just looks like it's gonna be so fun. I've heard people saying that this is full of all of those cliches and tropes that you know and love from slasher movies. I think this is going to give me the same experience of watching a 80s horror movie, which is perfect because those are my favorite types of horror movies, and yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good. I would also really like to read a book called Hide, which is written by Kirsten White. This is a horror book that I think has recently been released and it sounds so good, but I'm not sure if this one is actually a slasher or if it's more of a straight up horror book. I don't want to read too much into it because I don't want to have any spoilers before I go in, so I don't know if this one would be perfect for this prompt, but if not, it would make a really good book for the prompt of a book with a Halloweeny coloured cover, because obviously it's got that bright orange cover. So yeah, I think this would be perfect for that. It is quite thick, so it might be a bit of a struggle for me to read in 1 week along with all the other books, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe if I can get the audiobook or something, I might try and also read this one, or maybe read this one instead of one of the other ones. I don't know, we'll see, but it sounds such a good premise. So this one is set in an abandoned amusement park, and I honestly can't think of anything more terrifying than that. That sounds like such a good setting for a horror book, and I believe it's basically about a group of people who go into this kind of competition or this game, and it's essentially a game of hide and seek within this amusement park, and it quickly becomes apparent to our characters that it is a lot more dangerous and dark than what they thought. And yeah, it sounds so good. I'm really excited for this one. The tagline is 14 competitors, 7 days, everywhere to hide but nowhere to run. How good does that sound? So yeah, I'm really excited to give that one a go. I think it's going to be really scary and just a really fun time. Okay, so the final prompt is just to bake or make a treat with your spooky read. So I will of course be doing some baking when I'm going to do my little readathon week in August. I'm thinking it would be fun to do something that's like pumpkin spiced, maybe like some pumpkin spice muffins or cupcakes or something, and yeah, I'm really excited for it. It's going to be such a cozy week. Okay, so that is the end of the prompts. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you're planning on doing Summerween and what books you're going to be picking up, because I'd love to hear what you're going to be reading. And yeah, I hope you're having a fantastic day whatever it is you're doing. Thank you as always for supporting my little channel. It really does mean the world to me. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like because it helps me out, and consider subscribing if you haven't already and you want to see some more videos from me. So yeah, anyway, I guess I'll see you next time with another video. Bye. Say hi.